Welcome, dear friends, to TIBP Media, June 2, 2025. Colombia is being pressured by Sunday law, the financial crippling, the pressure applied. Colombia's new federal labor law leaves no room for ambiguity. It effectively mandates Sunday rest by imposing a crippling financial burden on businesses that choose to operate on that day, which is the Sabbath day, their Sunday. This is TIBP Live, bringing you the latest prophecy update. Special greetings and thanks to our TIBP patrons and TIBP members. Great controversy, page 325. As the movement for Sunday enforcement becomes more and more bold and decided, the law will be invoked against commandment keepers. They will be threatened with fines, imprisonment, and some will be offered positions of influence and other rewards and advantages as inducements to renounce their faith. Sunday law, new labor law mandates are here in Colombia. New labor law mandates employers to pay a 100% wage increase for working on Sundays. They are pushing Sunday rest using the arm of the state. In Colombia, the second day of a 48-hour national strike called for by President Petro, the president of Colombia, has been underway. Petro wanted a public show of support for a referendum to overhaul Colombia's labor laws.
On Tuesday night, Colombia's Senate approved a watered-down labor reform bill hours before the strikes were set to start and pay workers double on Sundays and holidays.
We want Congress to listen to the people. They are a small group. They should think about who voted for them and they should support us.
WTWco.com. Colombia, substantial labor reform on the horizon. Additional compensation for work on Sundays would increase from 75% to 100% of normal pay. June 2, 2025. Increase in Sunday pay in Colombia under labor reform. How much will it be? And when will it begin? Currently, the surcharge for working on Sundays and holidays is 75% of the regular hourly rate. With the new reform, this surcharge will increase gradually to 100%. The implementation are as follows. From July 2025, the surcharge will be 90%. Starting July 2026, the full 100% surcharge will apply. Colombia's new federal law leaves no room for ambiguity. It effectively mandates Sunday rest by imposing a crippling financial burden on businesses that choose to operate that day. This is the influence of Project 2025. By requiring companies to pay 100% more in wages for Sunday work, they really want to stop and implement Sunday rest for all company until this practice and law and reform becomes universal. The law forces a stark choice: either absorb unsustainable labor costs or shut down operations every Sunday. This move is not just an economic policy, it's a strategy maneuver to condition society into accepting Sunday as a compulsory day of rest. It mirrors the same underlying objective seen in Project 2025, using legal and financial pressure to enforce a religiously rooted agenda under the guise of labor reform. This is calculated in effort to reshape culture, economy, and conscience, one Sunday at a time, from state to state, from country to country in the United States, state by state agenda. Russell Vaughn, the newly appointed director of the powerful Office of Management and Budget. Russ is an architect of the Project 2025 and has made numerous remarks about the need to Christianize America.
And one of those correctives is that we're a nation under God. So we talk about being a nation that's for God. That's a consensus that we want to renew in this country, that we have religious liberty, but it cannot come from this notion that a country isn't understanding the reality that it has to obey God, and there is only one.
Opposed to Christian nationalism. Can we, if we're going to have legal immigration, can we get people that actually believe in Christianity? Is that something?
As a follower of Christ, dear friends, I find these remarks from a government official alarming, yet not surprising. This is yet another confirmation that the Bible is in fact inspired. As you read Revelation 13 and 14, we are told that the final crisis will center around forced worship, the image of the beast, and those that will not comply will simply be deleted and killed. Project 2025 is influencing the entire world to make Sunday the rest for mankind. Dear friends, if you will visit Project 2025 Observer website, there's a big progress there. If you will search in the box again, labor, you will see there, if you will scroll down, mandate time and a half compensation on the Sabbath, and undermine union protections by allowing employer councils and favoring right to work laws. Another, if you will read more in page 589, Project 2025, God ordained the Sabbath as a day of rest, and until very recently, the Judeo-Christian tradition sought to honor that mandate by moral and legal regulation of work on that day. Moreover, a shared day off makes it possible for families and communities to enjoy time off together, rather than as atomized individuals, and provides a healthier cadence for life for everyone. Unfortunately, that communal day of rest, that is Sunday, has eroded under the pressure of consumerism and secularism, especially for low-income workers. This is the reason why they want to shut down businesses on Sundays, as you can see now in Colombia. The status of this law, dear friends, is not yet started. All right? Another law in the Project 2025 is this: protecting religious employers and employees. Clarified, they may make employment decisions based on religion. So the employment will be based on religion. Will Saturday Sabbath keepers be employed? If the criteria is you must be a Sunday keeping Christian, the status of this law is not yet started. Reminiscent of Project 2025, a new federal law is discouraging Sunday labor by charging employers a 100% surcharge. The law, being called a labor reform measure, demands extra compensation for working on Sunday and public holidays. But this is 100% surcharge. This quote-unquote reform is designed to punish business and recognize Sunday as a special day of rest. This is what's coming in Colombia, which aligns with the broader worldwide effort that seeks to make Sunday the official day off for workers, not for economic reasons, but also for religious reasons. Dearest friends, this prophecy update is to open our eyes. Let us get and grab the Bible and believe what is written there and share to the world that the Sabbath is all about Jesus, the Lord, of the Sabbath day. Let us believe the scriptures, worship God, and proclaim the three angels' message. Is this your desire, dear friends? To tell the world about the goodness of God, to warn people to come out of Babylon. There will be economic pressure, and people will have to make a decision whether to be on the Lord's side. But the consequence is that you may experience pressure, stress, persecution. But Jesus promised that He will rescue us. Jesus promised that He will provide for us. And if we truly walk by faith, Daniel's story will be our story. Dear friends, is it your desire to reject Babylon? Is it your desire to warn people out of Babylon? If yes, kindly type in the comment section, calling everyone to avoid Babylon. Calling everyone to avoid Babylon. Thank you, dear friends. Kindly like and share this important prophecy update and continue to share truth found in Bible prophecy.